That suit's not an alien, is it?
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know? One of one.
Alright, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, and that elephant being this giant Adidas sort of advertisement for Spider-Man. And when I say Spider-Man, I mean Miles, right? This whole weird collaboration that's sort of unofficial, but is very official at the same time. It's really weird. Now, I've made a video talking about why all the hate on the Miles Morales suit, and I want to say thank you so much for all the support on that one, because I see a lot of people hate that suit, but I don't necessarily hate the design, right? I don't really hate the design. I think the sort of base, I think the base for the suit, like you see here, like from the face down, I think this bit here is my favorite. It has a lot of potential. Now this down here is an advertisement. Do you want to know why that's an alleged advertisement? Well, first of all, it kind of gives it away in the sense of, you know, if you go through all the suit styles, right? Like this one's kind of white and, you know, red, and it's got a cool gradient effect. And then this one's like black and red. And then this one is white and blue. Look at this. Look at the shoes. With this style, the shoes would change, right? Look at this. They stay the same. They stay the same because this is what they look like in the store, probably. Like, look at this. So you go to the classic suit here, it changes, right? Like, so why is this the only suit that doesn't change details? Now, I don't hate this. You know, it's just weird to me. That's what it is. It's just weird because, you know, Spider-Man doesn't do endorsements, right? Like, look at this. It'd be great to get a Spider-Man endorsement, says Betsy, and then Spidey's like, sorry, Betsy, we have a firm rule against Spidey endorsements. And then you have him endorsing. I just think it's funny, you know. And then you look at the actual like top here, it doesn't connect, and it just makes it so funny. Like you've got leggings as well, but it just makes it so funny because Miles is like, it's one of one, a Miles Morales original, but then it's an advertisement. I think that's like advertisement collaboration with a big brand. I think that's what would upset me, because that's not something a Spider-Man would do. I sound like a crybaby talking about this, but I'm sure that a lot of people out there, like all of you guys, can relate to this. Because like, why would he, you know, like I know in game, okay, so in game, you know, you're in a third act, you're facing a whole symbiote horde, you're facing an invasion of the whole city, right? People are being taken over, turned into monsters, being a part of a hive mind. And then you've got Miles just sitting in his room creating this suit. And then he comes out of nowhere and he's like, it's one of one, a Miles original. That's what upsets me the most about the suit. It's not even the design, right? Like the mask is kind of hideous, right? A lot of people don't like this mask, and I agree, it's pretty bad. The hair cutout is fun. I have no issues with that. I know that's what a lot of people hate. But look at that texture, man. Look at the texture. That's what gets me, right? And, you know, they kept the same lenses, well, almost the same lenses as the classic one. They're different, but that's what gets me. It's the texture. If it had spider webs and it had, you know, more of like, I don't know, if it looked more like Spider-Man wearing this instead of, like, this is the kind of suit that makes Miles look like Kid Arachnid, you know? Like he's Spider-Man, and it just doesn't feel right, this whole suit being an advertisement, you know? Like, it hasn't been said officially anywhere, but the fact that there's a whole building here in game that have to get rights to this isn't something like they can just take Adidas or Nike and just slap it on there without any reason. Like, this is fully planned out, right? This is fully fleshed out. There's a lot of time that was spent on this, right? Like, look at this. So that's the building there, that's the logo. Then we go to the next page. You've got shoes. I love that Spidey shot there. But you've got shoes there, you've got clothing, you've got another logo, you've got like a little billboard there. You've got all this stuff. You've got pants, dude. Adidas pants, bro. So this was all planned out, and I kind of don't even think, like, hear me out, I don't even think this is on Insomniac necessarily. I think this could have just been Sony, right? Sony striking a deal with Adidas, and then this being thrown to, you know, Insomniac to kind of push this sort of like suit in, to put it in, and that's why it kind of comes out of nowhere, right? And even Pete's like, yeah, it looks good, you know. Like they just kind of threw it in there. That's all speculation, right? I'm just putting that as a disclaimer. I'm not stating anything. Like this is just all hypotheticals, right? Allegedly or whatever the word is. But that's what gets me, right? Like, you know, it just comes out of nowhere. And it's like, you know, we don't do advertisements, and this, again, one of one, and then boom, you've got all those bits down there, right? I feel like this is how Spider-Man 3 is going to open with. It's going to be Spider-Man number 2 regrets Adidas endorsement, you know? I made a mistake. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like if they do go with something like this, they're probably going to heavily tweak it, kind of like the advanced suit was tweaked. But, you know, this whole suit just being an, like, you know, they've even got the logo there, so obviously it's like, it's their thing. It just doesn't sit right with me, you know? I don't know. This definitely has to be a Sony thing. I love PlayStation. I don't think it's necessarily PlayStation. I think it's actually just, you know, like a thing that the big corporate people did, you know? I don't hate it, again, just to say, I just hate the way it was presented and the way it was just thrown into the story without really having that much of an impact, right? Like, Miles had a huge arc in this game, and it was a really well done arc for him. You know, he overcame his hatred for Martin Lee, he grew as Spider-Man, he found his identity, he found his powers, he took control of his destiny. But let's be real, he didn't need to make another quote-unquote original suit, right? Like, that other suit that he made, yeah, it was based on Spider-Man, but that's what Spider-Man is. It's not based on Peter Parker, it's his own flair, right? It's his own touch, it's his own creativity. This, I don't know, man, it doesn't really feel like Miles, especially, you know, this, like, and the fact, like I said, when you go through all the suit styles, the shoes stay the exact same, right? And we've already had like a collaboration with Adidas and Spider-Man where you get like red and black ones that were like kind of being taken over by Venom, which did look cool, but again, it just hints towards this whole collaboration, right? Which, like, again, if the hood was up, right, it looks cool. Like, the suit doesn't look that bad, right? But again, for me, it's more so like the idea of what this suit is, because again, Spider-Man wouldn't take endorsements, and I know probably in universe it's not an endorsement, but outside of universe, this is a big Adidas suit, right? And that's like, you know, I don't know, like Spider-Verse Miles in the third movie getting like a Nike suit or something, you know, like, you know, like, would you want to see that? I wouldn't, right? Like, I want Spider-Man to actually, even in universe, create his own thing that's not tied to corporation. Like, listen, this is my opinion. If you want, like, what I would have done if I was them, I would have still made the suit, right? I would have made the suit, but I would have made it like a collaboration suit, right? In the sense of, it's in there, we know it's a collaboration, it's not canon to the Insomniac universe, right? Boom, easy. You could still do the collaboration thing, you could still sell shirts, still sell pants, things like that, and nothing is affected. People are not going to make fun of it, people aren't going to clown on it, you know, because everyone is clowning on this right now on Twitter. Everyone's gone crazy about this. Everyone's making fun of him. They're making edits of Peter, like telling Miles to take this off, you know. And it's like, if there was a bit more transparency and this wasn't like a thing that was thrown into everyone's face, and everyone's having that same reaction. I had this reaction when this suit first popped up, because, you know, Miles is swinging around, you don't see him building any suits, because for the whole game he's pretty much just trying to work on his essay and save the city. So when did he have time to create the suit? You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments below what you think of this. What do you think of the collaboration? Would you have wanted this suit to be sort of like an unofficial collaboration? So, like, you know, it wasn't official, but it was still in the game, right? It wasn't canon to the game, it wasn't in the story, but you still had the option to put it on. Do you prefer that, or do you like the fact that it's Miles' new suit, and do you like the fact that it just kind of came out of nowhere? Like, let me know in the comments below, because this is mind-boggling to me. I don't want to keep making these videos because it makes me sound and look like, but it doesn't make me look like a hater, because I don't hate Miles. I love this character. This is my boy. This is my favorite. Like, I can't get over how well they've done his story arc from the first game and set him up, because he is going to be the face of this universe for sure. Peter's in retirement right now. Miles is definitely going to be the next generation. He's going to take up the mantle. Hopefully Peter doesn't die, but he's going to take up the mantle. And, you know, I could totally see Miles actually taking everything that he learned from Peter and tutoring Cindy Moon at some point when she, you know, gets her powers. So that's going to be awesome to see. But I don't want to see him wearing something like this that's like a brand or something like that. Like I said, that's my gripe, man. That's my only issue. I mean, the whole suit looks like a shoe now that I look at it. Look at those bits down here, man. They look like breathable materials that you'd have on the shoe. And, oh. I don't know, man. I like the design. I like the blue with the Venom powers and stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you so much. I don't want to be like a Spider-Man drama channel or something like that, but this is just like, oh man. I hope we get some DLC news with Daredevil or something soon, because damn. Check out another video here, man. Take care of yourselves. Have an absolutely wonderful day. I love you all. Peace.